welcome back to my channel. Athena here. In this episode, I am going to be doing a book review for you guys. So this book I will be reviewing is called Wild Power, and it is written by Alexandra and Sjanie Hugo Wurlitzer, and they are the founders of the Red School. This book is all about discovering the magic of your menstrual cycle and awakening the feminine path to power. I'll read the blurb for you guys so you get a little bit more info from the authors what it's about. As a woman, you are coded for power, and the journey to realizing the fullness and beauty of that power, your wild power, lies in the rhythm and change of your menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle is a vital and vitalizing system in the female body, yet our understanding of and respect for this process is both limited and distorted. Few women really know about the physiology of their cycle, and many do not see it as an integral part of their health and well-being, let alone as a potential guide to emotional and spiritual empowerment. Wild Power tells a radically new story about feminine power. It reveals your inner architecture and the path to power that is encoded in your body, how to tune into the rhythm and changes of your menstrual cycle to realize the fullness and beauty of your authority, 3 maps to guide through the energies, tasks and challenges presented as you journey through each cycle, how to work with your inner seasons to pace your energy, calm your nervous system and gain insight into your overall well-being, and how to work with your cycle to channel spiritual forces, affirm your expression in the world, and achieve a deep sense of belonging. Written with humor and tenderness and practicality, and packed with women's stories and quotes throughout, Wild Power will restore women to wholeness and reinstate the full majesty and grace of the feminine. So that gives a really good overview of what Wild Power is all about. I found it a really in-depth book, which was really a catalyst for me going more in depth with my own cycle and really connecting with that and making some positive changes in my life. I will tell you about why I like this book personally and would recommend it. Wild Power is an invaluable resource for understanding your menstrual cycle and working with your inner seasons. I have previously filmed an episode in regards to cycle magic, which I go into more depth regarding your inner seasons. So I won't talk about too much regarding your inner seasons in this particular episode. I will link the episode in the description for you for Cycle Magic, just so you can check that out. If that's something you would like to learn some more about, I would highly recommend watching that video if you haven't already, because it really helps to understand your own energy as a woman through your cycle and really read the positive benefits of that. Not to over exaggerate, but this book was absolutely life-changing for me personally. I know that sounds shamanic, but it truly has been. This has been one of those books that has truly awakened something within me. I feel for the first time in my life really connected to my body and have such a deeper understanding and knowledge of my cycle in a way I never really thought about it before until I read this book. I feel really connected to my body and her cyclical nature, which is such an empowering feeling. Learning about my inner seasons and how my energy ebbs and flows over the month of my cycle has been an absolute revelation for me. This understanding has really assisted me to be more productive, creative, and nurturing towards myself, towards my body, and towards my mental health. I highly recommend this book to anyone that menstruates. If this is a topic that you want to learn more about, this is a fantastic resource to start with. And there are so many practical resources in this book that I am going to continue to use and come back to for the rest of my life. This book is structured in a really beautiful way. It really breaks information down in a very easy to digest way. I think that's really important. I don't know about anyone else, but I find if the chapters are too long, especially with information that is a lot to process, a lot to take on, it's a bit overwhelming when the chapters are quite large. So this book breaks it down really beautifully, as it is quite information dense. So the writers have presented this information in a much more inviting and easy to digest way, which I think is really, really fantastic and very encouraging to actually continue reading the book. I find it difficult to continue with books sometimes when, the information is just like an overload and it's exhausting to read. So this book was definitely quite easy to read, considering the quite in-depth information and knowledge that is contained within these pages. I would highly, highly recommend this book, and I give Wild Power 5 moons out of 5. This book review series has to be one of my favorite to film so far. It has been an absolute pleasure to film these episodes, and I can't wait to share more book reviews with you guys. If there's any book that you would like me to review, please feel free to leave me a comment or head over to my Instagram and leave me a comment on my page. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for weekly witchy content. Happy reading, witches, and I will see you in the next episode.